Already another 2016 singles case has hit retail. This time it's 2016 case E. Now these have been found in Australia a week or so ago and just recently came on Amazon for $3.99 each, and I was able to get Austin Littleton and Mater with Balloon. Now another new car in this case is Holley Shiftwell with Electroshock device, which it's a taser, and unfortunately Amazon has not listed that car, so I was not able to purchase it. But I do have these two here to review, so let's get started. On the right here we have the new release of Mater with Balloon. I was pretty excited for this one, looking forward to it. He's in the number 95 return series. He's got the car's Daredevil Garage app logo and a little warning because of the small plastic balloon. I like the art for him, looks very nice. I'm glad that they specialized it for the car instead of just doing regular old Mater. And Mater with Balloon is number 3 out of 7. On the back here, it doesn't show any cars, unfortunately. It just shows instructions about the Daredevil Garage app, and this is very unfortunate because, I mean, we do already know all the cars in this series, but I'd like to actually see those cars on the back instead of this monstrosity of an app. I hate this app. It doesn't really work that well, and the creators really need to update it so it actually works well. And it seems that the creators are realizing that not many people are using it, so they tell Mattel, okay, can you put our little advertisement on the back here? And so that's why I guess it's there. But nonetheless, we still have the description up here that reads, after months of burning rubber on the track, Lightning McQueen can't wait to return to Radiator Springs and hang out with his old friends. So this is of course at the beginning of Cars 2 when he gets home and starts doing a bunch of activities with Mater. And I actually will be doing a review on Mater and McQueen without tires in the next few days, which is actually one of the activities that they do in this scene. And here is the re-release of the case that is most notable and has not been re-released this year before is Austin Littleton, which is Nigel Gearsley's crew chief, of course in the World Grand Prix Pit Crew Series, and is number 5 out of 9. Now I was really disappointed to see that they didn't have any new cars on the back of this one because we do not know the entire series, so I'd really like to see some new cars on the back, but unfortunately Daredevil Garage app logo instead. Hopefully this does not continue throughout the whole year. That would be terrible. But here we have the description that reads, behind every famous World Grand Prix racer is a pit crew skilled in racing know-how. Their mission? Get the racer across the finish line first. And there you can see a picture of some of Nigel Gearsley's crew, and there's actually Austin Littleton right there, so maybe we'll get some pitties in the next few months. Not really sure about that. The only other car that I know will be in the series that has not been released so far is Francesco Bernoulli's pitty, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. And it actually seems likely because it seems that they're doing each of their crew chiefs and then a pitty, like Francesco's crew chief and then a pitty, so maybe we'll see a Nigel Gearsley pitty. That would be pretty cool. So I'll be right back with Mater with Balloon and Austin Littleton loop. I feel like all the excitement and new releases from the previous 4 cases have kind of died down a bit now because there are only 2 new releases in this case and only 1 notable re-release, which I'm completely fine with because I kind of need a break from spending all this money on new cars that Mattel has been continuously pumping out at us. I mean, literally every week there has been new cars to purchase. That is insane, but good job Mattel, we appreciate it. And now let's get into a review of Nigel Gearsley's crew chief, aka Austin Littleton. Now he was only previously released in a 2013 World Grand Prix 2-pack along with Nigel Gearsley, so this is a rather desirable car because it's only his second release. And another little background information about him is that he's an Austin Mini Cooper, and that's obviously where he got his name from, Austin Littleton. Now for comparison purposes, here we have the modern day Mini Cooper that Mattel has released as well, and obviously it's a lot bigger, and I feel like it should be downscaled a little bit more. I feel like it's a little bit too big, and if it was a little bit more like Austin size, I think it'd be more accurate. So that's basically all. This is a much older version of a Mini Cooper, and this is the modern day version. So now let's take a look closer at Austin Littleton here. He's got a nice little expression there. I like his grill. It's pretty cool. Of course, he's got his headset here, and as we move on to the side there, you got the World Grand Prix emblem with the United Kingdom flag. And on the back here, there's no spot, or there's no license plate, but there would be a spot for that black bar right there is where there would be a license plate. So I'm not really sure why they didn't add the license plate to it, but it's not a huge deal. We do have taillight decals along with a nice bumper there, and that's basically it for Austin. He's just a nice small little Austin Mini Cooper. Here's how he looks with Nigel Gearsley, and I don't think he looks horrible with Nigel, but their colors don't really match. Of course, Nigel's lighter or little stripes right here do match Austin a little bit, but obviously his main color, that dark forest or green, racing green, doesn't really match. But I guess the contrast in colors actually does look pretty nice. And so now let's move on to my favorite of this case, Mater with Balloon. So let's just take a look at Mater solely for a second here. And it's basically the same as the regular Mater that's been released so many times before, with a new expression though. As you can see, he's got a little bit different expression that matches the scene a little bit more. And if you look, the colors are a little bit darker on the Mater here on the right. If you can kind of see it in the side view mirrors there, it's a little bit lighter on Mater with Balloon. And of course on the side here it says Tow Mater, Towing and Salvage, Radiator Springs. Both have the yellow wheels on the back and white wheels on the other side. And that is basically all for Mater itself. Of course, he does have the A113 license plate there, like he always does. And there is the little hole where you insert the balloon. And we'll do that in a second here. It looks like the hole goes all the way through, as you can see there. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem of inserting the balloon. But we do want to take a look at it real quick. It says Kersploosh Mountain. Kersploosh Mountain, I believe that's how you'd say it. And it kind of has like a volcano there with a big splash coming out of it, which is pretty nice. Now, I'm not really sure if this relates directly to any splash or any like water ride, I guess you could say, but the thing I most likely related to is Splash Mountain at the Disney parks. It's an amazing ride, and because this is a Disney car, and Disney owns the parks that Splash Mountain is in, it does make sense because Disney kind of has a tradition of naming some of their roller coasters mountain after. There's Big Thunder Mountain, and then there's Space Mountain and Splash Mountain. So it kind of seems like this is a play of Splash Mountain. So that's pretty cool. And so now let's put the balloon here in Mater. Hopefully this isn't too hard so I don't have to cut here, but I do apologize. It looks like it's a little bit difficult to get in there. You really have to hold his cables there and press the balloon in. Yeah, it's not really going for me. There we go. You have to really hold on to the cables there and press up. And it looks very, very cool. I'm liking that. Very nicely detailed. Now, of course, this is just a Mater with an additional accessory, so some of you may not be too impressed with this release, but you know, I mean, I actually think it's pretty cool, especially because I love Disney World and Splash Mountain is a great ride there. And it kind of moves a little bit, the balloon does, and that's mainly because of the cable is pretty flexible. The balloon isn't really that much itself. So that's basically all for Mater with Balloon. I kind of wish they did a little bit more with his expression there, but it's not too bad. So that is all for 2016 Case E. As soon as I get my hands on Holley Shiftwell with Electroshock device, I will be doing a review of her. That's also a very cool one, but I do like Mater with Balloon better. So my question for you guys is today, do you prefer Austin Littleton or Mater with Balloon? Now, if this came out back when Austin Littleton originally did, my favorite would be Austin Littleton. But since he's a re-release, My favorite is now Mater with balloon. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you guys on Thursday for a suggestion video. See you guys then. Bye now.